because I am on spring break. So I'm on spring break. I'm on break, and I figure let's do it right now, so that way I can start making some dinner for later. Yesterday I made pancakes. My wife started them. I finished them. Of course, I cooked better. It was like Mickey Mouse pancakes, but a little fryer thing, whatever it's called. I don't think it works that well. So there were some parts that probably should have, used a little bit more time cooking, but I don't know. It is what it is. Then we put some leche cremera. I don't know how to say it. It's just like some unhealthy milk products, fruit, and I think I drink coffee in my little special mug. You guys can see. I don't know. I like drinking coffee from that. And then that was it. That was dinner for yesterday. So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for tonight. If you guys can type in the chat, the people that have joined in really quick, if you guys can hear me. My internet has been acting up, I think, since it started raining. I don't know what's up with that, but it was very difficult to play Cold War, Modern Warfare, and now we finally got it running. But still, what's up, Noah? What's cracking lacking, man? If you don't mind sharing, what do you do for a living, man? Usually not the question that I like to ask, but since you're checking in from work, that allows you to listen. I don't know. I know our buddy Gene. He does some service where he is able to walk a lot, and so he puts on his headphones and he's able to do that. And honestly, I miss those type of gigs, man. When I was a custodian, I love, especially after 5 p.m. All the admin would, 6 p.m. admin were gone, and unless there was an afternoon event going on or something like that, I would just type in. I would just put in my headphones, and then I would just go to town, man, cleaning and listening to podcasts and to music and whatnot. I was in my own little zone, so definitely appreciate it. What's up, Rob? What's cracking like it, man? How's the weather out there in Canada, man? I hope everything's going well. I hope things are good with you. I haven't been able to hit up a junkyard, man, but if I do, if I do, I'll definitely keep an eye out for the parts that you needed. Shep saying what's up to all of you back there. There has been a big ass dog from some of our neighbors that keeps escaping. And just yesterday, like it escaped twice, and it's been a headache for the past week. And Chubbs is tiny, and now I gotta be really, really careful whenever I take him out. I gotta go out and check, make sure the dog is not out there, and then take Chubbs out and be on the lookout and things of that nature. But cold, 32 degrees in Canada. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you guys do it. Before I get into the little topic that I want to discuss, I want to show some love to some other YouTube channels that have been providing value to me. Again, you guys don't have to follow, subscribe, or even buy anything from them, but I just kind of want to make you guys aware. And the first one's going to be non-Honda content. It's Boosties. And actually, it is a little bit of a Honda content because he ended up going to Enjoy Life, Drive Slow. That's how actually how I met him. I met him through one of the guys that I interviewed, Nestor, with his sedan Integra boosted. And then he's like, oh, this is my cousin, so and so. Okay, cool. What's up, man? And then he was recording that day, and I was like, okay, what's up? And he's like, no, I'm just recording. I'm just gonna start a YouTube channel. I was like, oh, yeah, no problem, man. And I'm like, that's cool. Um, and then he started, and long and behold, his stuff is pretty interesting, man. Right now, he ended up swapping in a KA. I don't know what. I, I don't know 240s. I don't know shitness. You guys know me already. But all I know is that he swapped his car in. I don't know why. I don't know if the motor blew. I can't remember that part. But he's doing it all by himself. The very first video, Nestor was there, quote unquote, helping him, but he didn't do anything. And now he's just recording himself. Little time lapses, things of that nature. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool to like just listen to how he's explaining things. And obviously, you guys, if you guys have ever swapped anything by yourselves, not like me, you can tell like he's putting in a lot of work by himself, has to double check, triple check, and goes under the car up, So it's definitely a time consuming thing, and I'm glad that he's actually recording it. I know is I mean he could definitely get this job done, much faster, but he's doing it by himself, and he's showing us all along the way. And the guy has skills, man. The guy has skills. He can definitely drift that 240, which is pretty dope, man. So definitely check it out if you guys have time. Let me see if I am All right, cool. So far, no comments about hey, we can't hear you, so that's good. Let me see. My Nio beeswax. Mind your own beeswax. That's funny. Mind your own beeswax. Loving how the new Accord is going. Looking for one myself. Definitely way your Accord, man. Yes, definitely pick up another Accord. We definitely need more Accords in the car scene. They don't need much, man. Wheels, headlights, and suspension, and you're all set. And if you want to go with the swap for Accords, they're a little bit bigger. You might want to go with the H or the K. Um, or you don't have to go for a swap because you know what, they're awesome as they are. So that was the very first channel I want to bring some light to. The second one is, let me see, am I sharing? Because I forgot. Okay, there you go. My own. I forgot. Chubb's Beats. As you guys know, I've been intermingling with some audio stuff. Just killing time, I guess. Some beats, nothing crazy. I am not good at it, but I'm having fun. And the reason why I'm showing you guys all is because it's the shit that brings uh, happiness, even if it's not even if it's not 100% right, and you're not you know perfect at it. But I guess the other channel that I really want to bring light to is Honda Vlogs. No, it's switch account. Why did I switch account again? Um, that's what happened. Oh no, I'm there. I don't know what I'm doing. Why? That's so weird. Huh. See? I don't know. It's Switch account by itself. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm having my own little conversation here. Honda Vlogs, congratulations on 10,000 subscribers. Man, these guys been putting in work. He's been good to a lot of different channels. He's brought a lot of light to a lot of different channels. Honda, mostly, obviously. But I think here and there he's done some light to other cars. But the guy's been at it for a long time. I know he doesn't do his recaps like he used to because of time. He is going to be moving, and that's what he said in the last live session. He is going to be moving, and we won't have any recap slash live sessions for maybe a couple weeks. But then hopefully it comes back to normality. He starts doing recaps. He starts doing podcasts. He starts doing a little bit of more stuff. But just want to say congratulations to Chris, 10,000 subscribers. If anybody of you guys ever want to try to do something, you guys will quickly realize that it's very difficult to maintain the attention of people and let alone subscriptions. And that's why I think it's very important to really, really be thankful for the people that take the time to subscribe and the people that come and check out your videos. And don't ever expect everybody to want to watch every single video. I think that's just unrealistic. So once you start thinking that way, and then you understand, like, okay, we have 10,000 subscribers, but only 200 people are watching. Well, for whatever reason, somebody felt like subscribing that moment, and then maybe the notifications are not going and showing to their page or whatever the case. I know for a fact there's channels that I follow that sometimes don't pop up at all, and it's like, well, where did they go? And then I have to manually look for it. And most of us will not manually look for something because we're just whatever the algorithm feeds us. And usually the way you spread the videos is by liking the videos. And I'm sure that all of you that tune into the live sessions, you guys are the ones that like the videos right away, but most people don't, and that's fine. But that's just kind of want to say congratulations to Chris on 10,000 subscribers, man. Keep at it, keep working. You've helped me, you helped us so much when we first started, and I can't thank you enough, man. Ria Workshops. I don't know if I said it right. Hey, bro, what's up, homie? What up, man? How you doing today? How's your day going? Everything okay with you, man? I appreciate you just taking the time to stop by and just write a little comment. I know it's very very early today for some of you guys, or very late for some of you guys, depending when you guys are watching. Jason Bustos, what's up, Gus? I will be attending to the meet. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for reminding me. That's another thing that I wanted to say. This Saturday in Vegas. Let me get the date right. March 20th. I'll be in Vegas for the Enjoy Live Drive Slow Cars and Coffee. I'm gonna say it out there. I'm gonna try to be there as sober as possible. My buddy Izzy and his girl and my wife and I are gonna go, and so you know I'm not that old, but I act old. Even I after I interviewed somebody on Sunday, I just squat to get something from my backpack, and three things cracked behind my knee, by my leg, and I couldn't get up, and I couldn't put weight on it. So the gentleman Wilson, who I interviewed, he's amazing 240. He was super kind enough to give me ice, and that helped so much. Then I had to drive home, and that clutch pedal never felt so hard. And then it took me about 20 minutes to get from the street to my house. I ended up finding a little roller chair, and I rolled myself, and it was a mission. But long story short, the reason I bring that up is because I'm old in a sense, and so Easy's gonna bring the energy out of me. So he's gonna be like, let's go party, let's go hang out, maybe a little bit of drinks and stuff. And so that's gonna be on Friday night. Saturday morning, we're gonna try to make it as sober as possible. I do have somebody scheduled after the Carson Coffee for an interview. The gentleman reached out to me. He's like, hey man, I don't know if you will be down to it. I said, yeah, for sure. As long as I have battery, that's the biggest issue. Just that my GoPros kind of seem to die really quick. So I'm gonna try to save one battery for the Carson Coffee and one battery for the gentleman. I think he's driving from Utah in a silver EK hatch. I don't even know if it's swap or not, but the car looks clean, and I'm down. He hit me up, and I wasn't planning on doing it. And we'll see. Hopefully the weather permits it. And so that's the plan. That's the plan for now. But yeah, man, say what's up. Say what's up. I'll be mumbling, on myself, and just by myself, just doing my own little thing. But say what's up, and it'd be great to meet some of you guys. If you expect me to know exactly who you are based on a comment, or I'm probably not gonna remember. I do apologize, but at least we can say what's up. I'm excited today too as well. I think we should be receiving our shirts that we made today. Hopefully we get them so I can get those orders out as soon as possible. I know there's some of you guys that show love all the way from Germany, who guys are expecting a shirt. I am gonna eat the cost on that shipping, but I think it was just of a personal achievement to send a shirt over to Germany, and that person has been super chill with me. So I'll definitely be sending those out. Hopefully we receive them today and we get the orders out by tomorrow. And then hats, we have some hats as well. I don't think I'm gonna be taking any to Vegas, but I don't know. Maybe I take a few of them. I don't know. I'm not sure. Where's Sammy boy? He's probably working. He works on rooftops, and he's working. So yeah, that's crazy. That's where Sammy boy's at. Así que Samuel, they're asking for you. He's working right now. Last time he showed me a 360 of where he was working, it was very beautiful. But dude, it was windy, and to be up in the roof, I'm like, I can't do that, man. He goes, nah, you get used to it. I'm like, I don't know how you get used to that, but yeah, man, someone's always showing love. uh Castro, bro, I'm gonna say that you're the goat. You're the chivas. No, man, I appreciate it. Just some random ass dude who likes stories, and I don't know, records with a GoPro, dude. So nothing special about me. So I appreciate you stopping by. How do you like Scion XBs? Actually, while we're on this uh, theme, I'll show you another channel that I've been meaning to show you guys, and I always forget. Mainly because um, I forget the name. I always get them confused with some other channel. Here we go. It's Extreme Daily Drivers instead of Extreme Daily or Daily Drivers. I don't know what it's called, but the main channel, the big channel, it's like Everyday Daily Driver Exotic, whatever it's called. But the one that I want to show you guys has to do with XB. Now that you mention it, Extreme Daily Drivers, gentleman's from Florida. I was watching it earlier, and he did a little bit of suspension upgrade on this XB. He had H frame or whatever they call it from Megan Racing. So he did that, and then he went out and test drove it a little bit in the twisty. So he definitely enjoys it. Um, Today is Tuesday, so that's his whole thing. Toaster Tuesday, I believe. And then he also has a super clean third gen Prelude, if I'm not mistaken, which is this one. I mean, absolutely clean. The engine bay is mint. Let me see. No shout out the engine bay on this video. No, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, here it is. So when I found this gentleman's channel, he was redoing the engine bay for the Prelude, and so I was able to watch that the whole entire complete setup. And the car looks extremely clean. Um, so I'm definitely super stoked that I was able to find his channel. I can't find the. I mean, you guys can see all the whole build for the Prelude, but yeah, he does toasters, Science XBs, upgrades. He did, suspension, body kit, front grille, little things here and there. He's doing whatever he can to that Zion. And so, to answer your questions, I do like the Scion XBs. I love those little toasters. I don't like the Scion TCs. My wife likes them. I don't. But the Scion XPs, I like them. First gen, I think those are the boxier ones I like. And then the second ones, I can't remember exactly how they look. And then after that, mm, but the first gens for sure. I'm into boxy cars, so that makes it easy, man. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I can't wait to see you. It should be a good time. Are you bringing a car? Are you, gonna be part of the Cars and Coffee, or just bringing your daily? Gearhead, what's up? What is good? Polish tool for beginners. Shit, what is a good polish tool for beginners? I don't know, man. It's funny you mentioned that because I need to pick up some. I need to pick up some polish material from Mothers. I think I'm gonna use with Mothers. And then after that, I mean, you can just use like a drill type of thing and buy an extension. I mean, that to me seems to be what works. My brother has polished wheels using just a drill and an adapter to polish, and nothing major. You're not getting into the actual polishing machines themselves. I think that's a trick. Um, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. I think a lot of it has to do with what type of polisher material you use to polish something. I think Mothers is a good one, and then I know my buddy uses some stuff for like the lowrider chrome stuff. But I think for you it would just be depending on what you're trying to polish. What I would say is make sure you clean the surface right, and then just expect, you know, trial and error type of thing. Just look up any YouTube videos. I think you're gonna find a lot of different ideas. Do what you feel is good for you. But I mean, really, you can just add an adapter to a drill, and then you'll be able to polish things out. Is that going to be 1,000% perfect? Probably not, but then you can get into smaller areas depending on what you're trying to polish. And like I said, I will be doing a video where I just kind of polish by hand the M7s before putting tires on them. But I think I'm gonna go with Mother's polish, unless I find some other one. I know my buddy who has, like, is into lowriders. He sent me like a more like a pop in shop, mom, pop mom and pop shop type of business, a smaller type of brand, and it seems to do very very good work. But if not, Mothers is always gonna be the polishing that a lot of people go with. Love your videos. Would love to hang out or your awesome meet me one day. Yeah, man, come through California, man. They're cool. They're just I'm a very boring person. I must admit that. I show up early and I leave early. That's just my personality, and a lot of people are not like that. They're like, oh, we're gonna spend here the whole time, and I'm like, I'll go. I'll get my little, video out of the way, and then talk to a lot of people, and then after that, I'm like, I'm ready to go home, hang out with my family, or eat. Most of the time, it's eat. Not gonna lie, but I appreciate you, man. Where are you tuning in from? Johan Elver, your yo brother, I love your videos. Working hard on my hatch, so you can check it out. That's what's up, man. What kind of hatch? Let me guess. EG, EK. What are the plans for it, man? Antonio Rafael, what's up, bro? What's cracking like, Antonio? Man, I appreciate you tuning in, man. Even if it's just to leave a comment, and I know that there's a million and one other things you could be doing, but I really appreciate you just kind of checking in and saying what's up, man. What's up, y'all? Blah, I cannot read today. It's not you guys, it's me. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all are having a great day. Stay up, keep up the great content. Tell much respect from Washington State, dude. That's so what's up, man. I can't wait to be able to go back to Washington State. I've had a few people hit me up about interviews from up there, but I just haven't really made a plans, man. I think the next place that I want to go is to Chicago, and my wife wants to go there, and I think it would just be mostly just to be the touristy, scenes. But if I can manage somebody from Chicago, I'll probably post it on Instagram and see if anybody's near I don't know what it's called, the mile, the financial mile, or the miracle mile. I don't know, but by the where the bean is at, if we can get somebody out there, if it's just one person, I'm super down to do it. So, um, yeah, and then I'll probably post it again if I go to Washington, or Oregon, because I think that'd be pretty cool just to stop by and I get somebody from there while I'm there visiting. Miguel Martinez, keep it up. Great content. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for getting a hat. If I'm not mistaken, that's you. But yeah, man, I really appreciate the love and just taking 2 seconds to say what's up. That means so much to me. Like you guys think that I take this for granted, but I don't. And this is the reason why I do the live sessions. Like I said, I'm on break from school for this week, and then after that, it's like 2 more months, and then summer comes around, and I think I am gonna start making some plans to finally. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see my fingers right there, right there. That little red poster. That's my vision board. So those are the things that I plan, for 2021. And one of them it was to travel and to interview people outside of California. And I still haven't. Well, technically I'll do that next on Saturday, if God permits, to interview somebody, and then from there, start jumping to different states of the country, and then I Japan, man. I want to interview somebody, and actually, there's a guy who added me on Instagram a long time ago. He drives an RSX. I know RSX, lame. Um, no, but super clean, and I don't know how he found me, but he said what's up, and I've been following him for a long, long time. So it'd be cool if I could get in touch with him and make. I don't know how big Japan is. I'm just, it's just random to be like, okay, I'm just gonna go and meet that guy. But at least I have somebody who I can be like, hey man, like, where do you live and how far is it from this place? Because I want to go to Osaka and I want to go to um, Tokyo and wherever else, Spoon and all those places are at. I wouldn't know where to go, but just to be able to interview one person in Japan, Honda, non-Honda, be like, whoa, pretty surreal. Which is your favorite Civic generation? Um, I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know. When I was like, 15, 16, 17, and I wanted my first car. At the time, I didn't know the nickname for them or the chassis code was EG. I know I wanted an EG hatch. I wanted a white and I wanted a black hood. I think because I saw somebody with a carbon fiber hood and that's why it was black, but I thought it was a black hood. They just painted, but it was a carbon fiber hood and I wanted black wheels. I think along the way I must have saw a Spoon freaking inspire EG and it just stuck by me. And so I wanted one of those for forever. So fast forward, um, I'm looking for cars, and the Civic EG always stuck by me. The EK, it was popular, but the EK I think came later. It wasn't like, I noticed it. I think when I started watching Tommy Law videos and he got a hatch, it was cool. I started seeing more and more EK hatches, and those kind of started growing on me. Um, but the EF was not something that I particularly love until I started hanging out with you guys, and started interviewing people. And I'm like, damn, especially the wagon. That's why I started following Dana Young Static on YouTube because he did a right hand drive conversion on his wagon 7 years ago plus, and that's when I started watching him again. So, which one's your favorite? That the favorite is difficult. It's a difficult question to answer because honestly, one day I'll look at a freaking EF wagon specifically, or a hatch or a CRX. I'm like, damn, I would love to have one of those. And the EGs pop up, and then the EKs. What I can tell you is which ones are not my favorite. Definitely the newer generation. Even the new Type R doesn't do it, as much as an older chassis. So if I had to put it down to an EF, it comes down to EF, EG, EK. I think the EK, not to say that it's played out. That's not what I mean. But it's an amazing car, and I absolutely love it. But I think I would. I don't know. I don't know. EG and EK, I think they're like about the same, but the EF really holds a special place just because of the way it looks. Um, Even the EA, it's great looking cars. So damn, I don't know. What would you guys choose? I'll ask you guys. What would you guys choose? Because to me, it's very difficult, man. They're all that those three generations right there. There's days that I'm like, damn, I really want an EK. And there's days that I'm like, damn, I would love to have an EG. I think I don't know. I think it also depends on what you're trying to do with it, right? Straight, gutted race car type of car. Um, Damn, EK Corey has one of the nicest one with his EG. Um, I'm gonna go with the EF. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go with the EF. I'm locking that answer. I think the EF. It's one that I would rather have, just because it gives you that sense of old school, boxy, um, awesome looking car. The interiors, the CRX has the center console towards the driver, little things like that. Um, but I think an EF wagon. I think that's the Civic that I would want to have the most. And you can do the EF wagon different ways. It's still small. You can go like race car mode, or you can go just stancy and just perfect little daily. But I don't know, man. Which one would you choose? It's a hard question. I know for a fact I would take any of those three generations over the newest ones. They don't do much for me. They're amazing cars, obviously. They're much, 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 much more advanced in everything, any way, shape, or form. But I'm going more of a nostalgia type of feeling, and EFs with the B18, EFs with a K series. I mean, that's more than enough. They're light. I know the EG is super light, but I really like the way the boxy look goes on a EF chassis. So I think I'm gonna go with the EF wagon specifically. Shout out to the homie 64 Steve, who has like 8 of them. That's why we can't find them on Craigslist. From Europe, man. Damn, that's what's up. What part of Europe? What part of Europe? Another place I want to go visit. I want to go to Germany. I want to go to Italy. It will happen. It's just a matter of me growing some cojones and not being afraid of the airplane. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's what it is. My wife's like, yeah, let's book it, let's do it. But I'm scared of airplanes. I think that's what it is. I've got on them. But I think that the moments before and during and after is like, it's always. But I know I'll definitely suck it up and make sure that I make it out to Europe, man. No, not the same without Sammy, boy. Gus, you need to go live around his schedule. It's not, but you guys have your own conversations. I know I went a little bit definitely too early. I'll probably keep it at 4 or 5 p.m. like I usually do. But like I said today, I asked my wife what does she want for dinner, so I think I'm gonna be the nice husband and try to cook. And sadly, I have to deal with parking issues. So if I do go out, I need to come back up before a certain time, so that way we can ensure that we have parking. Another thing that I'm not very excited about, but I need to be patient, and hopefully very soon I get my own spot. But it is what it is. Hey, speaking of, what's up to all the Civic interior guys and the core guys? You suck. Slim ball built garage. This is the guy that just I was mentioning right now. Which one would be my favorite Civic? Yeah, this guy has two Civic wagons actually, and he's done showy and he's done race car mode with his K series wagons. So yeah, man, all the Civic and Integra guys and the core guys, you guys suck. Ha 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 ha. Ha. I'm laughing at you, sir. But no, man. While we're at this, let's show his build, man. You know, his name is Brian, and what's funny, he has you know keep asking, because it's such a big issue. What car should I take to the EFDA meeting? Thanks for letting us know that you have multiple awesome cars and that we don't. Another guy who keeps hoarding all the EFs. So, like I said, you can do both. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Like, yeah, yeah, this is definitely what I would go for. I think this is my favorite Civic generation slash model. The first time I saw them, it wasn't this generation, but it was another one. And I thought they were ugly. Like a lot of different things. You look at them for the very first time, you're like, and then you start looking at them more. You start seeing the potential, and I mean, like this one just looks beautiful. I mean, look at that with them sevens. It's just gorgeous. Believe it or not, he tried selling this car. Nobody would buy it, and he also tried partying it out. I was tempted, but man, it's not the right time, man. It's not the right time. I need more space, man. That's the sad part. But look at this interior; it's absolutely mint. And so that's the not gonna say daily, but potentially could be a daily type of car. And then he also has the other one. Again, this guy keeps hoarding all of them. He has this one, which is a K swap. Look at that, just full on race car, and he still has interior. I mean, he can still get in things like that, but super super nice. Uh, Front end and all the other different components that he has done to it. Super nice to see. He also imports some cars. So if you guys have any, um, if you guys are in Cali, Southern California, and maybe are interested on, doing business, he's been importing. He imported obviously that wagon that he has with on M7s. He imported this Integra XSI or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. He imported this one. Our buddy Brian ended up purchasing it, and it looks mint. So I think he's gonna be importing this junk called Integra as well. But yeah, man, pretty nice set of cars and builds that he has. I mean, look at this. Damn, must be nice. But now, man, Accord guys don't suck. We rule the world. That's all it is. David Chu, I like the '07 SI 4-door, but the way front subframe works ruins it for me. I like the '07 SI 4-door, but the front subframe. What is it about the subframe? Oh, I thought it said STI '07 SI. Let me see. I mean, I'm not saying I would be opposed to driving one of them, but I just don't like. Oh, okay, gotcha. Those. I love that. I love that generation Civic SI, but I would still choose an older one. I feel like that generation that you're mentioning, great example. From what I've heard, is very, very raw. It's the last generation SI. After that, obviously, they went the turbo, and you lost that sense of rawness. And so I get it. I think it looks amazing. The Mugen RR, if I'm not mistaken, that one, the front end, the rear end looks so aggressive. But if you give me a choice, I would definitely go with the old school. Every day, 99.9% of the time, I'm gonna go with an old school type of chassis. Um, but depends on what you want it for. But yeah, I mean they're awesome. And for that generation, my wife likes the coupes. I like the coupe at one point, but the sedans for me for sure. The '07, the eighth generation for sure. I would get it in sedan. I wouldn't get it in coupe. Um, Frankie Fresh Al, what up, bro? What's up? For whatever reason, I am feeling more sedanish and wagonish this time of year. I don't know why, but it's just that's how it is. What's up, compa? Monos EK. We should be meeting up with Mono. Mono has one of the cleanest Civics EKs in Southern Califas. K swap, mint interior or lack of interior, and then his engine bay is pretty mint. We should be making that happen very very soon. Thank you, Canalito, for showing so much love. I see this upcoming comment that you also wrote that I'm not gonna show. I'll show it because you gotta, when you lose, you lose. Alex Soto answering the question, you would definitely go with the EG. You can't go wrong, man. EF, EG, EK. Honestly, after that, nothing really does it for me. But it's a good question. What's your favorite Civic? It depends on what you want it for, Slim, obviously, we show your EF wagons, EF chassis for life, wagon life. I get you, man. I'm with you. One, yours, when I got to do the ride along, that cage just seems to like gives it a nice little hump. It feels different. If anybody has ever been inside an EF type of car, it just feels you're in a different generation. Nothing can express the way that car feels. And so I think, and then when you look at it from every single angle, if you like the boxy looks, man, every angle, from the side, from the back, from the front, it's an awesome little car. And then you upgrade it with the honestly, B18, B16, or even K series. It's more than enough power for my needs on that car, and you got the perfect both worlds. Arriba la America. I hate to say this. For those that may not know, there was a game in Mexican League, and it's like the biggest rivals of the country. Chivas versus America, and America, which I'm not a fan of, won 3-0. And I'm not gonna get into the reason why I don't like America, but I'm gonna get into them. It's a fake ass team that spends all this money, they still don't win, and they don't grow within. They always just go and outsource all their best players from different countries, and they still can't win. And I believe in growing players from not just from Mexico, but just growing players. I like seeing young players come in through the secondary and then expand. But that's just my. And I'm not even gonna get into the whole fans. Fans are the worst. They're the suckiest. Nah, it's all love. Miguel, first car was a 1990 Honda Civic LX sedan in Burgundy. So, okay, the the not the problem. When it comes to the Fs, yes, I mentioned the Fs is the chassis that I would go for. For whatever reason, the sedans, man, I like them, but for somebody else, I would not buy it for me. I would go EF wagon, CRX, hatch, maybe sedan. I don't know, man. The sedans can look clean, but for whatever reason, it's always just not been. I don't know. I don't know. My favorite is the EF hatch. I think it's a good decision. You can't go wrong with it. It looks beautiful, but it's getting hard to build just because due to like Gene and Slim and Brandon and all these other people that we're meeting along the way are hoarding all these parts. But those are the biggest enthusiast when it comes to the F chassis. Hard. It's very hard to find cars nowadays, man. It sucks. I can't even imagine in 20 years when we're trying to build our ace freaking car and it's 2030. For 2040, they're gonna be like, dude, those no longer are not even legal. Which that's gonna suck. Lucky Civic EG hands down. I wonder why. If you guys remember, or homie Brian, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know if it was Bryant or Brian. Hopefully I got one of them right. He has a beautiful EG and it's loud. It's very loud. And you're gonna go to the. Oh no, no. Where were you gonna go? Oh, to the doghouse event. I think you end up going to the doghouse event. I was like, I was supposed to see you, and I didn't make it to the doghouse event because my leg gave out on me. I feel better now, but old people problems. Noah, EK, EF, EG in that order. Okay, okay, that's cool. Um, for the EK though, I'm assuming hatch, right? I don't think you want the coupe. Coupes are clean, but I think everybody wants the hatches. The EFs, like I said, you can go wagon, but I think most people like the hatches as well. And then the EG, well, EGs I actually love the sedans a lot. EGs I like the hatch and then sedan and then coupe. I'm not a big fan of the coupes for whatever reason, but I drive a coupe. Maybe that's why, because I overdid it with mine. Yeah, just straight facts about the F. Yeah, EF suck. Homie Rude Dog with the fastest street wagon. If you know, you know. The fastest street wagon. I don't know who that is. I'll hit you up later on. I'll definitely hit you up. That'd be pretty cool to see. Um, well, the fastest EF hatch has to be Brandon from the high desert. That thing is a monster. If anybody ever gets the chance to experience that, that thing is absolutely a beast. And now that he upgraded a lot of different things, he upgraded his turbo stuff. I think he still doesn't have the new transmission that he purchased. I think he put on his old transmission, but it's pushing some serious power now. And he's like, hey, whenever you're up, come through, get yourself another experience because it's definitely a different monster now. And I was like, damn, it was fast to begin with already, so I can't even imagine. Sergio Garcia the third says EM1 SI dream car. I can't blame you for it, man. They look beautiful. They look beautiful, especially the question was, which one is your favorite Civic? Now, if the question was, which SI generation would you take over anything? Man, I think that's obviously they don't make them in hatches. Um, I think the EM1, EM1 or the eighth gen. Hmm. Now you got me thinking. Yeah, none of the new ones for sure. Not even the Type R. Yeah, I think the EM1 would be that one's the legendary chassis SI model because like even the EGSI those didn't have the power that the power to weight ratio I guess you would say, and then the SI with the B series is like damn, like the EM1 with that B series is like you felt it, it was different. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Mind Body Soul 209 cents. Same, my what's up? Hoping it doesn't crash. Um, well, I hope it doesn't crash, man. It's been crashing lately, so that kind of sucks. But I keep laughing about your EF wagons. Always hoarding them. Mono, nice. Yeah, man. But definitely, I'll shoot you another message right now in a little bit, just to which wagon are you talking about? 559 Isidro. Greetings from Central Coast, trying to allocate genuine parts for a CRX build. Good luck. What are good websites you recommend or here are good? Shoot, man. Everything's difficult to find at the moment. Um, what websites? I don't know if that's different for any type of CRX build because um so like for instance, I'll give you an example for our courts. It's very difficult to find uh things just kind of left and right everywhere. So what I do, I have to depend a lot on Facebook, so Facebook groups, and I've had good experiences so far. I've purchased big things like a bumper, and they made it in good condition, no problem. Um, I'm always on eBay and not necessarily buying the eBay products, but people that post their stuff that are on sale on eBay and Amazon. Mostly have had good experiences. And then you, like for instance, you say a CRX. If you're building like something specific, then you can look at specific websites. I don't even know if Password JDM is still a thing. I used to be on that website a lot, but um, then that's the best bet. And obviously your local Craigslist. You said in Central Coast. I don't know what Central Coast is, but just Craigslist and OfferUp or some type of app that allows you to buy within your area. But honestly, it's getting very difficult, and so obviously you're younger. Sometimes you get lucky. You get some good aftermarket pieces. Facebook groups, one of the best ways to go about it. Forums, I'm not sure any forums for the CRX platform, but I know for the Honda Accord, we still have a forum that like six of us use, but we still post things for sale there. And sometimes we give each other priorities, like, hey, I'm posting it at the forum before I actually post it on eBay or on Craigslist. So just giving you guys heads up. But yeah, it's very difficult, man. So what I would say, just keep Facebook groups, Craigslist, some type of offer up or selling products, and then if not, then start branching out to eBay, looking specific for what the parts that you're looking for, and expect a lot of pay, to come out of your your wallet, a lot of money. Also, obviously, you can now import parts yourself through like Japan auction and things like that. I have not done that myself. I have a few buddies that have. I don't feel comfortable enough to know how to do it, but ask around, and I'm sure you're gonna find somebody that can help you, direct you to the specific websites, and then you can find a place where you can purchase things. You can translate it to English and translate the yens to what it means to dollars, and then just wait a month to 3 months to get your part and hope that it's in good condition, then break along the way. But that's the risk that we all take, right? I'm from Central of Europe, from Budapest. That's what's up. At Germany, you should drive your Accord in the Nurburgring. Shit. Um, I'll drive in a Accord at the Nurburgring, but I don't know if I would ever take my car out there. I mean, I would need to be like breathing dollar bills. It's just like money after money. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool experience. I do want to go to Nurburgring, and I do want to be able to experience the Nurburgring in a Porsche. I don't know why, or an A86 Hachiroku. Why those two, I have no idea. But I do want to experience Nurburgring, even for 24-hour Le Mans or whatever it's called. It's not the Le Mans. 24-hour run of Nurburgring. I would love to be able to experience that and just get drunk and watch cars pass by every so often because the track is so big. Um, but it'd be pretty cool. Budapest, that's what's up. I'm gonna look it up. I've heard of Budapest, but I have no idea where it is. Hard to drop engine out or pull from above in a tiny garage. Yep, definitely. Um, it's funny. I've never done an engine bay swap myself, but I've seen, my buddies do it, and it's like they talk about what's the best way. And a lot of the things sometimes is just the way you were taught or the ways you feel comfortable. Some say race the car, bring it from the bottom. Others say not, just stick it out from the top. It's so much easier. Um, for me, it's always not going to give out your back. That to me is the most important thing, and obviously in a safe manner. You already know. Much love, brother. Yeah, same to you, man. I know you. I know what you do for a living, and it's a lot of. I don't know how you have the patience. Dude. Just today, when I was driving to the park with my little dog, two people cut me off, man. I'm like, I would not be able to do this for a living because I would be mad all the time and just pissed off at the world when people don't know how to drive or do careless shit. But yeah, man, appreciate it, man, and enjoy the rest of the day. I know you have long trips here and there, but it's always nice to see the fact that you're putting in the work and you're enjoying it. Seems like you're really, really enjoying buying your parts, buying your toys, and just getting things done. So I really appreciate you taking the time, man. Ruya, did you know that Acura TSX here called the Honda Accord 7th and 8th generations? Yes, I've heard of that. And that's why I love the TSX. The Euro R, obviously Europe, and then I think there's not Type S. Oh, I feel like there's some other type of TSX that I'm forgetting, but obviously the Euro R is one of my ultimate um, cars that I like. And I'm not even talking about the TSX generation. I'm talking about the older, the Core Euro R, the 98 to 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, we don't get that in the States because we're just lame like that. We don't get anything. So, sorry, I'm getting a call from Francisco Mata, the guy that's been working on Jackie for a bit and a bit and a bit. Um, but yeah, I'm ready to drop off. I'm ready to wrap up this live session. It's been 45 minutes. It's been cool. I should be picking up Jackie sometime, maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Maybe that's what he's gonna talk to me about. Everything was going well, and then the brake started blocking up, and he's like, "It's a brake booster." I'm like, "Okay." So the brake booster had to come out and be replaced, and hopefully that it's it. Hopefully that takes care of all the issues, and I can go and enjoy her. But like anything's gonna be a car. Hopefully, there's nothing major that comes across, and we can resolve it right away. GSR Savage. I also have a 95 Accord wagon white. What do you think about that? I think it's amazing, dude. Wagons. Tired of this shit. If it was for me, the decision on wagons, I think the Cadillac wagon is, my favorite type of wagon. But I wouldn't buy it before I would buy a Civic EF wagon, and then after that, the fifth gen wagon. I'm not a big fan of the 4th gen Accord wagon, but wagons in general are pretty cool, man. The CVCC, the 78, I think, wagon looks pretty dope. The BMWs wagons, damn. BMW knows how to do wagons, man, for sure. So I don't know. Like I said, I've been leaning more towards the sedan and a wagon lately. Coupes not so much, maybe because I have Jackie and I'm kind of like, okay, well that's a coupe. But I don't know. I mean, we go through stages, right? DF is my favorite chassis for sure, man. I mean, welcome to the clan, right? Like all of you guys. That's the reason why you guys come in. By the way, what do you guys think of the CRX video that went down? Joe, man, 19 years of ownership is pretty super dope to see that he still has kept it throughout all this long time, and I'm super excited to see what comes of it. He says he still had other plans. I think that he should just, you know, keep it the way it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we'll see. And Mateo Kutent, yo, your Prelude videos put you on the map for me. Keep up the good stuff. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we've done a few Preludes. I know some of you guys are asking for more Preludes. I don't get to decide which one who comes in, who doesn't. I ask, but I'll definitely get some more Preludes, especially 3rd gen Preludes, because I know that I love the pop-up headlights, and I haven't had anybody. There is one gentleman, I think his name is David Hernandez. He's in Arizona, and so that's one of the gentlemen that I would make it out. His dad also drives an EG, and so I would make it out for them too, so we can get a 3rd gen Prelude. But I'll definitely try to have it a little bit more on the map, more on the regular basics. I know we have Civics and Integras for the most part, so obviously mostly for Civics, but I definitely want a 3rd gen Prelude. Miss Lady GH, what's up, Jason? I don't know who Jason is, but maybe she confused me with somebody, or maybe she's talking to somebody else. But hi, thank you for tuning in. Favorite Honda engine? Shoot, that's a good question, man. I think B18C. I don't know why I have this. I remember when one of my buddy Jason's friends, he's like, "Yeah, you want to go for a round?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And it was a B18C boosted, and I love the way it sounded. The power, how it was delivered. I don't know. I think the B18C it's one of my most favorite engine. The K24, K20, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, especially on a lighter chassis like the EF and the EGs. Um, but I just really like the way that B18 felt, and the reliability behind the B16s. Sound pretty cool as well. Um, GSRs, they're pretty cool as well. But I think the B18C would be just my favorite type of. So like a B18C on a EF wagon, I'm cool with that. I feel the CRX parts are best to find on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah, thanks for that, man. Yeah, it's difficult. Instagram, I forgot to mention. Yeah, Instagram would be a good place. ICB Motorsports, another good place. Like I said, just be careful. Not just be careful, but just expect to spend a pretty penny because things are going up in value, man. So yeah, man, these guys are here to help you out, but you gotta pay to play. That's kind of the directions that we're all going. I like my pony. I like the my pony intro. What's the my pony intro? I don't know what the my pony intro is. Gearhead, I'm happy with my EP3. Super unique. I learned stick on it, and it's K series. Yeah, man. Definitely the EP3, the unloved generation of Civic SI. I didn't even when I was thinking about SIs, I didn't even think about the EP3. I was like, what SIs would I want to take? EP3 is cool, man. EP3 is cool. I think I don't know what happened. I think that whole gen just kind of got lost in. I think it was because the EM1 was so amazing. Then that comes out, and that's when the whole body changed, right? Because we can differentiate the 90s and early 2000s to the mid 2000s, and you see a gradual change. Like now, cars are not as boxy anymore, and so I think that's what a lot of us enthusiasts didn't like. I think part of it too, movies had a lot to do with it. They show up in the fourth, the fifth generations, and not the sixth. I always said it. If it was the Accords that were going under the trailers on the first Fast and movies where they're still in the stereos and all that stuff, the Accord would have blown up. The Civic would have been the lame generation, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but I really legitimately, feel like a lot of people would have been like, and okay, and by the way, this is just from mainstream. I know there was a huge amount of people before the Fast and the Furious that were already fixing up these cars, the Civics, the Integras. I get that part. I'm not saying that wasn't thing, but I think the Accords would have gone way more, just fame in general. Just if it would have been the Accords who would have then been under those, trailers, and they would have portrayed the Accord as a much faster type of, car, whatever the case may be. You swap in at H22, and all of a sudden it was taking out Civics, whatever the case may be. But the EP3 just happens to be that car that nobody has really brought any attention. Now, I've seen some toge and hill climbing videos on that car, and it looks amazing. It looks super quick. It looks fun. But for whatever reason, it's just the EK hatch kind of took the whole glory, and then the EP3 just keeps getting lost in between. But it's an amazing car, like you mentioned it, K series already. Aftermarket support, not as big as others, but there's still aftermarket support and reliability. And I mean, what else? What else can you ask for? But yeah, man, definitely. All right, last two questions. Weird question, but you play some games, for example, Forza Horizon for something. I used to play Forza Horizon. I kind of stopped right now. I've been more into like Madden, so like football, and then two, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty. So that's first person shooting. That's kind of what I'm into at the moment. I want Gran Turismo to come out again, but like the old school Gran Turismo, those really brought my attention. But it's just a matter of time to see when they release. Those type of video games. But yeah, man. But I would be down if it was like a game that we all could play, and I would log in online and build cars and do that. I would be down to any suggestions. Let me know, and I'll look into them. I almost bought that. Didn't like the where the shifter was located. I ended up buying the EM1. So funny enough, like a lot of people keep saying like, oh, the shifter location, but it's not until you actually drive the car that you actually feel like, oh, okay, it's not that low. It's up here and it's quick and it's direct. And obviously it's wobbly, but some upgrades to it, and it just makes it very, it it's all preference. I think once you drive that car, you get to really enjoy and see the benefits, pro and cons, from where the shifter is. But in general, I think a lot of us are just going based on the hype of where the where the whole car scene has been going, it's very hard to break that cycle to say, oh, the shifter up here has these benefits and you should do it. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, it looks kind of weird. And one, we're looking at the aesthetic part, just by looking, and two, we don't know how it's performing. So once we get over the aesthetic part and we actually appreciate the car for the way it aesthetically, mechanically works, then we start appreciating. I think that's the mission for Honda in general. A lot of people step away from Honda because they're like, it's Honda. It doesn't have the, you know, I guess, how do I say it? The stigma behind it is that it's cheap and blah, 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 But once somebody gets into a Honda, then they're like, holy crap, these cars have a lot of potential. So I think that's the same thing with the EP3s. We're just going based on the looks, but if we actually get to test drive that car and enjoy it and to see what it can do, then you quickly realize like, oh, it's an awesome car. Again, I've been able to drive two of them. Cool little cars. They look clean. They're awesome cars. Suspension and geometry might not be the best, but again, for our needs, I think it does what it is. And I think minor things, minor adjustments, minor modifications really go a long way with that chassis. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for those that didn't tune in live but are still watching this. I really appreciate you guys. What's to come the end of the week? It's been raining, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a wash and talk because it's might rain again. So I'll look into that. Two, I will try to get my wheels and get them polished. I don't think that video is gonna be out anytime soon though, but I am gonna try to do a video on that. It's like me just kind of chilling like a villain, cleaning the wheels. I should have another edit on another interview. I can't remember. I think it's gonna be another red first generation CRX, and then after that's gonna be a 240. I don't have a timeline on those. And then this weekend, like I said, I'll be in Vegas on Saturday doing the Carson Coffee, and then hopefully interviewing somebody right after the Carson Coffee. And then that should bring us to the next week. We'll see how it goes. For now, I appreciate you guys all who tune in, ask the questions, share your knowledge, share your input. Much love. I really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay safe. And yeah, as always, do shit that makes you happy. That's all that matters. So we go for the car, we stay for the person. Much, much love. Moises, you going to Vegas party way? Let me see. Last one. It's the homie Moy. You going to Vegas to party way? A huevo, and you better go. You better go. You're closer than, not closer than I am. Why not? Make it out. Make it out, Moy. Make it out, Moy.